Welcome to the weekly wrap up, and I have a surprise. I didn't want to say anything, but Kendrick is here, guys.
Hi.
Kendrick
Hi,
is
hi,
fucking here. I'm so happy about that. I'm trying to practice going live on Instagram simultaneously with this. So hold on, let me see if I'm pressing the right button. Okay, I think I did it. I'm doing a practice because you can pick practice lives on Instagram. Yeah, I didn't know that either. But I think that's the safer bet because I'm not even sure if it's doing it. Is it live? I
Let
don't
me
know.
look on Instagram and see. I don't know
Well, no,
anything
I don't
going
think
on
it'll
in life.
show up if it's a practice. I don't think
Oh,
I better not.
no, it's not on my end, so I think you're okay.
Okay, good. I was like,
You're okay.
don't you even try that? Because I'm not sure. We have some major breaking news. Okay.
Ooh.
Caroline Manzo.
Oh, yes.
Caroline Manzo has sued Bravo.
Good.
Bravo for claiming that Brandi Glanville sexually assaulted, not like
Ooh.
on the girls trip. So, okay, I'm going to read. This is from Variety, so I'm going to read it.
Okay.
A cast member as of yet aired season of Ultimate Girls Trip sued Bravo on Friday. Hold on. Alleging she was sexually harassed and assaulted by Brandi Glanville. Caroline Manzo, who previously appeared on The Real Housewives of New Jersey, alleges that Glanville forcibly kissed her and groped her vagina and breasts during taping of an episode.
Not the vagina and breast, honey.
Not the vagine. The suit filed in state court in New York alleges that Bravo and other NBC Universal entities knew of Glanville's history of sexually harassing conduct and yet hired her anyway because her behavior would be good for ratings. Okay, quote, defendants even encouraged Miss Glanville to become drunk on the set so that she would be more likely to commit outrageous and harassing acts, thereby helping defendants' ratings without regard to the rights and safety of those around her. Now, let's not forget, I'm going to talk about it later in this episode. Let's not forget that Butler is already suing.
Yes.
Over Brandi.
Mm-hmm.
So, honey, the
Child,
problem is
Brandi
not
being a
Caroline.
pariah.
Exactly. It's like she's trying to blame it on Caroline, but it's like you got two though now, girl. Two.
Mm-hmm.
But Glanville is not named in Caroline's filing, which I kind of expected. She's suing Bravo.
Okay.
And NBC Universal. Yeah. So
she like Brandi broke ass ain't got none. I know that's right, Caroline. Don't waste your time. Sis.
Right? She's like, don't worry, that's not even necessary. Let's go after NBC. Okay, so this goes into, I'm about to read, they give the full detailed events leading up to the alleged assault. We finally get this in a legal document. So it's got to be accurate to some degree because there's going to be fact checking. They'll get all the footage. Everyone will have privy to all the footage. So they'll be able to look at it if this doesn't get settled. You know,
Emily
what if it
Parks,
goes
Esquire.
Oh, okay. I'll take it.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we go. The cast members were filming the third day of the trip in Morocco when tensions began to arise between Manzo and Glanville. The cast members were at the home of a local chef when Glanville made rude and offensive sexual comments. Duh. At one point, she compared a vegetable to a penis, saying, "That pepper looks like a dick." Which, yeah, I hear it. It's in my ears. I hear it vividly. Glanville was also using a potato peeler to peel a strawberry. When the chef corrected her, Glanville said, "I know, bitch, this is what I want to do."
Oh, goodness.
Manzo reprimanded Glanville, saying that her comments were appalling and put American women in a bad light. I'm going to open my Diet Coke 1 second.
Okay.
Ooh, do you hear that?
That's ASMR. Right.
Okay. That's right. According to the complaint, Glanville responded, "Shut up. This is my Oh, I'm sorry. I missed it." Manzo reprimanded Glanville, saying that her thing. Okay, yeah. According to the complaint, Glanville responded, "Shut up. This is my vacation, bitch. I'll do what the fuck I want."
Me.
I'm like, there's no crime there. No crime there. Later that evening, the women were taping a scene at the villa where a snake charmer was performing. The suit
Child.
alleges that Glanville was clearly drunk and that she came over to Manzo, who was on the couch, forced Manzo's legs apart, and put her head on Manzo's thigh. I can see all of it. Manzo pulled away, but Glanville sat down next to her and forcibly kissed her and then put her tongue in Manzo's mouth, according to the complaint. Manzo broke free and, distraught, went to the bathroom to wash her hands. This is the part. While standing at the sink, Glanville allegedly came up behind her, pressed her body against Manzo's, and wrapped her arms around her. Manzo tried to get away, but Glanville pressed her up against the bathroom door. Glanville, quote, Glanville then reached around Manzo's body and then groped, grabbed, and forcibly fondled Manzo's vagina and breasts, the lawsuit states. At the same time, Glanville pushed her face into Manzo's neck in order to kiss her.
Oh.
Manzo cried, "Help, help," until finally Alex McCord opened the bathroom door and let her out. The next day, Glanville sent Manzo a text. "I'm sorry I made you feel uncomfortable." But Manzo wanted to be kept apart from Glanville from that point on. But Glanville was nevertheless at lunch with the group the following day and also took part in a camel ride. So the suit alleges that the producers continued filming for several more days and sought to get Manzo and Glanville to meet in order to heighten the drama. And ultimately, Manzo left Morocco. So that's going to definitely be part of the suit. And she didn't want to film with her, and then you guys made her film with her.
See that? Let me tell you something. Smartest move on Caroline's part, because if you're gonna sue somebody, the defense is always gonna say, "Well, why did you stay?" or "Why did you do this? Why did you do that?" She immediately removed herself from the situation. Good job, Caroline Manzo. Let's go get you far in this case. Ooh,
I have not yet. I have. Should I look? Let me look on Twitter to see if Glanville. She probably shouldn't say anything, but Brandi likes to run her mouth on the Twitter.
Yeah, she can't.
Let's see if she's responded. 3 days ago, 4 days ago. Okay, no, she hasn't. She hasn't put anything out. Well, Brandi, I had heard the story, and that's right on par with what I heard. I knew that Alex was the one who got producers because there weren't cameras in the bathrooms.
Mm-hmm.
I had heard that. So, because the way Brandi describes it is that they were all just having a good time. Right. All of us were having fun, but her version of fun is different than most people's version of fun.
Why am I thinking back to Ultimate Girls Trip season 2? Who was it? Brandi and Taylor that had a moment during that? One of the nights they were all in there. I feel like they were exchanging gifts or something. I don't know what they were doing, but they were all in there.
Dorinda, right?
Mm-hmm. Those Dorinda, Tamara. I don't know if Vicky was there. Vicky was a crybaby the whole time, so I don't know if Vicky was there or not. But Eva, Phaedra, that season, they were all in that manner somewhere
in their pajamas.
I think
was it a pajama party thing?
Didn't two people make out? And am I totally making that up? I feel like two people made out at some point, in the living room manner kind of area.
Maybe someone in the chat is
And hi to everyone.
By the way, hi to everyone in the chat. Sorry, I just got right into this and I didn't even say hi to everyone in the chat. Hello, hi Kelly. Hello, Nish. Oh my god, I can't go through everybody, but hi guys. Caroline went after the bag. Came on late. I hope she sued Brandi, although Bravo has the deep pockets. So yeah, no, Caroline, in case you're just joining, Caroline is suing NBC and Bravo, which exactly like Kendrick said, Brandi doesn't have any money.
Exactly.
What are you gonna get out of Brandi?
Sure.
But so I don't know why I shouldn't say this. I'm not happy that she's suing Bravo. That's not the right word. But I guess it is, honestly, because Brandi's never going to learn. And they're never going to, I said when this originally came out that it is on Bravo. You guys totally encouraged her to do this. Well, I thought she was too inappropriate the first time we had her on Ultimate Girls Trip. So if you're going to bring her back, she's clearly not going to think they didn't like that or whatever I did was bad. She's just going to think that she should keep doing that. So it's totally on them. So Bravo, absolutely. I love you. But it is a lesson because
it's her MO.
Mm-hmm.
It's absolutely her MO. Brandi does this every time.
And then plays victim.
Plays victim every time. Every time. It's nothing new. And it's so this time I really wanted to give her like the benefit of the doubt, because I think at one point, like when this story was first developing and we were hearing the rumors like during filming, I feel like two people came out and said that they were Team
Sox
Brandi.
is being crazy right now, huh?
Someone, I had to like had to put it on mute because someone rang the doorbell and she's
Oh, it's
going
over.
nuts
It's
right
over
now.
now.
So annoying.
I
Good
used to have
God.
to put notes on all my deliveries. Don't ring the doorbell. Don't knock on the door, please. Just leave it there and go away, because it's just going to activate all the dogs
Oh
in the
my God.
house.
Exactly. Let me text my cousin is here. Let me text and say, please stop her.
She's not going to see. That's what pit bulls are the worst, but they're also the best because they're just relentless like that.
Right.
She's just
Good
out there
Lord.
talking. No one's there anymore, but she's like, "Did you hear that?
Right.
Someone was here. Did you
She's
hear
so
it?
mad.
I'm going
She
to
should
keep
be
telling you
eating
about
right
it."
now.
Exactly.
Goodness. A full plate of food. Oh well.
Okay, sorry. I totally cut you off because I needed to know what Socks was doing.
Oh, what was I saying? The first. Why do I feel like? And I don't want to say the wrong names because everyone's enjoying Phaedra right now, but I feel like it was Phaedra and Eva maybe that said that they were Team Brandi because of
Mhm.
something in this situation. I don't remember the reason they gave, but
They
they
came
said
to
they
her
were Team
defense by
Brandi.
saying, yeah, they said because they felt bad for her. They said, and they were like, "We were
Oh,
there. It wasn't a big deal." So they
oh,
clearly missed the bathroom part.
no offense,
Oh,
because I am like standing Phaedra right now because
yes.
there's nothing I love more than the Traitors right now. Like no one will separate
Mhm,
me and the
mhm,
Traitors. I don't care if I
mhm,
pay for
mhm,
no other subscription. I'm paying
mhm.
for Peacock. Um, I don't know if Phaedra should be a trusted authority on sexual.
I know.
Just
I know.
saying, Max Candy Bird. I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
just saying. I
Yeah.
don't know, but okay.
That's kind of what I said too when she came to her defense. I'm like, is this really is this a reliable witness or credible
Right,
source or whatever the word is? But yeah, I thought the same
right.
thing. I'm like,
Not that anyone on that
really a
cast is, but
flex.
right,
It's not like, well, Phaedra's on my side. It's like, well, there was a
right,
whole season where
right.
that was questionable. So yeah, but
Yeah,
they both said that they felt bad because none of us had seen footage and we were already jumping to conclusions and they didn't want to ruin her chances, I get her money. Like
mhm,
they felt bad. Everyone, that's the thing. There's enough people around Brandy that end up feeling bad for her. So they
right.
just co-sign the behavior. And that's why she keeps getting away with it. So
Can I ask you something? You would know better than me because I used to audition and all this stuff.
mm.
Do you know in this kind of situation? I wonder if they were paid up front or if it was a part of their contract that like once this is filmed, once it starts airing, all this kind of stuff, then you'll start getting your payments, or was
Oh, you mean
everything
for
done
Ultimate
up
Girls
front?
Trip?
Yeah, because like this season's not going to air now. Like it's not happening.
Oh my God,
So
no.
do you
Wait, good
were they?
question.
I don't know. Were they paid? Lawyers in the comment section, help us out. Like what's
Yeah,
going
let
on
me
here?
I'm at would we I can't imagine they would pay them up front, right? I would think it's almost it would be because well, I guess it's different. It's a limited series because I know that they do sometimes like
Yeah,
episodic rates and then you do get
yeah.
more. They would get paid, obviously. They
And I
would get
think
paid. They're not gonna not get paid. They
right.
had a contract.
Right. And I think Girls Trip, they, if I'm not mistaken, you know how like random stuff just comes back to you. I don't know where any of this comes from, so don't expect any source quoting here. But I feel like I remember at some point someone said that the housewives were paid for the week of Girls Trip, not like per episode.
Yes,
So
I
like
thought
you come,
that's what I heard
yeah,
too.
you
Yeah,
come
where
for the
did we
week
heard
and you
that
get
from
that.
something. We heard that from I
Where
think
did
maybe Leah said it. I feel like it's coming out
maybe,
of Leah's mouth,
yeah.
maybe because she was doing a
It
lot
was
of talking.
definitely a New York housewife because somebody was saying how they wanted to get paid like this amount and this amount for doing the show. I think it was when who was supposed to be on there? Uh
Oh yeah,
Jill Zarin. Jill
Jill
Zarin. I think that's who we
Zarin.
heard from. She was supposed to be on that season of Roni that of Ultimate Girlship that no one watched. Catch because
Mm-mm.
I ain't telling you what I heard. I'm telling you what I know. That nobody watched. She was the one that was doing all the talking, And they were when she like kind of blurted with stuff out, she was saying how they were getting like the contracts for the week, not for per episode. And that's what it was. I think Dorinda had a huge issue with Jill getting paid the same amount as the rest of them. And they all like, yeah, it was a whole thing where all of them felt like Jill shouldn't make the same. Like, how weird to count somebody else's money,
Really?
like weirdos, but I digress.
I don't remember that story at all.
I know. You know, the most random things get stored in my brain, and I don't know why, but that's one thing I randomly remember. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's take this is a light topic, and then we'll get into
they said 250K per week on Ultimate Girl Strip. Thank you. Is it Susan?
Thank you, Susan. Thank you, Susan. 250K, $250,000. My God. Damn. Damn.
That's a good week.
Okay, so this is just happy news. Jon Stewart is returning to The Daily Show as a host and executive producer starting February 12th. He is doing it to help. He's going to be covering because, Trump is coming back and running. And I feel like it was such a weird sense of hope. It's all he's going to do is comment on stuff. But I just felt very comforted by that.
Right. Trevor's been gone for a while now, hasn't he? I know he just won
and they haven't had a host.
Right. Because I know Leslie Jones did it for a while. I like when she did it. Some other people like jump in and jump out, but
they have not. I wondered if they knew that they were planning on bringing him back, and that's why they weren't hiring someone.
He just won an Emmy for that, right? Did Trevor Noah just win an Emmy for like
was it for that or something? Was it for that? Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was for that, right?
But I think he left sometime. That's what I was wondering. Like, must have been sometime because I know the Emmys were a weird award season.
It was sad when he said he was leaving. Yeah. Yes, they were. The Emmys were at a weird time. Are the Emmys usually later or earlier? They're usually like the
I feel like they're usually in September, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Like they kind of fall outside of everything else. And
that's right.
But the strikes were happening, so they couldn't.
I kind of prefer them joining in and being with everybody.
Yeah, just get all this shit out of the way at the same time. Like, no offense, but.
I don't need why do you have to come all late? Just do it all at the same time. Okay, it's stupid, dumb. Okay, we're on to another dark topic.
Oh dear.
The Cher, Monica Aldama's son was charged with 10 counts of child pornography possession. In an indictment filed the day before Aldama's arrest last week, a grand jury accused him of possessing or accessing with the intent to view visual material that he knew contained images of children younger than 18 engaging in sexual conduct. The indictment referenced the titles of 10 different video files, which were cited as evidence. The titles are graphic and disturbing, and some blatantly advertise children as young as 2, 4, and 7 years old being abused.
I did not read that part.
Yeah. However, the attorneys representing Aldama obviously said that there's no merit to this and claim this is shameless exploitation of celebrity connections.
Oh, girl, shut up.
Yeah. In response to the recent media scrutiny surrounding our client, Austin Aldama, we want to set the record straight. The attention drawn to this case, fueled solely by the celebrity status of his mother, is an egregious attempt to distort the truth. Let us be absolutely clear. Austin is innocent. The charges against him lack legal merit, and we are confident that the facts which will prove his innocence will come to light during the legal proceedings. The shameless exploitation of celebrity connections is nothing short of a witch hunt, and it's time to respect the principles of our criminal justice system.
I stopped listening when you said celebrity status of his mother. Girl, please.
Now,
they tried.
Like, it's just like, are they saying that he's being set up? Are they saying that someone like planted this on his computer or something? Because this is not the first legal scandal involving the cast of Cher, which, Jerry Harris. He was like the lovable whatever guy, and he was sentenced to 12 years in federal prison. But he was actually like more engaged. He pled guilty to persuading a minor to send him sexually explicit photographs in exchange for money. Right? Yeah, something like that. Yeah. And then he also had to plead guilty to a charge of traveling for illicit sex with minors. So he was like that. He was engaging.
Yeah. I remember that. That was
shocking.
Yeah, one of the episodes, season 2. Remember, they talked to the twins that he was like it was two. I don't. Why do I want to say like 13 or 14? Like young, like two twin boys. They were something like they were at a cheer competition. They kind of viewed him as a celebrity, I feel, and like they were
Yeah,
going
something
back
like
and
that.
forth with them, and he was like demanding they
Mhm,
send him pics, go in the
mhm,
bathroom now and do this, and it
mhm,
was like
mhm,
it
mhm,
was
mhm, mhm.
wild. I'm sorry, but I feel like this in within 2 years, this is the second charge to cut. At this point, it's a pattern. Like this is there's something in the culture down there that's like I don't know what it is, but it's nasty. Y'all nasty. What y'all doing? I'm
But
sorry.
is like how can they be so sure that this guy is like not guilty? Because he's got this material that has
That's
titles
what
in
they
it.
gotta say.
You know, I'm only concerned. Okay, so you're gonna see content from me coming up, guys, that I guess it's probably smart that I talk about it here for a second. So okay, in 2014, this is a case. You're gonna see it, the content's gonna be weird. I'm gonna do true crime content, like I'm gonna try to like expose the case, but it's okay. In 2014, Daniel Holtzclaw was okay. It starts in 2014. In 2016, technically, he was sentenced to 265 days in or years. I'm sorry, in prison
Goodness.
for sexually assaulting 7 women and a teenager. And they were all Black women. So at the time, it was right after right Ferguson when Michael Brown was shot and killed. So we
Mhm.
were like extra. So I remember when I saw him on the news, I was like, "Fuck that guy, get him!" What a horrible abuse of power. He was a
Mhm.
police officer, and allegedly all these assaults took place while he was on duty.
Yes. 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 Yes.
Okay, well, I was at a selfish point in my life, so I didn't really care. I was like, okay, good night, whatever. But years
Mhm.
later, so like 6 years ago now, I came across this video this woman did on YouTube about how he was basically like framed. And there was no physical evidence whatsoever, but they capitalized on the Black Lives Matter movement. I think they were diverting attention away from real scandal going on in the Oklahoma City Police Department
To
because
set him up.
this guy had nothing on his record. You know how there's that like the pact that they all make. Maybe he wasn't willing to play the game and like would report things when
Mhm.
other cops did something wrong. I don't know, but there's no physical evidence, and the way they went after more suspects, and that never happens. When a cop is accused of something, they
Mhm.
protect their own. They cover up
Right.
murders, for crying out
Ye
loud. But
Mhm.
these detectives went searching for more people, all that fit the description of being Black women who had a history of drug abuse or prostitution. So they interacted with him. And let's put it this
Mm.
way, most of the time if this was a cop they were trying to protect, if a bunch of Black women who had a history of drug abuse and prostitution came forward as like
Wouldn't get
he did
taken
it,
seriously.
they'd be like, "Sure, okay, you guys."
Mhm.
So all of a sudden they trust all these people and they go after all these people. So yeah. Yeah, so
Ooh.
I'm in this zone of looking at evidence like factual. I'm like, well, where did they get this? Was it placed on his computer? I don't know.
Ooh.
I'm in that zone right now, clearly,
Oh,
because
you're
I'm
talking
like,
about,
this
the
guy,
son,
this, yeah, because
Austin,
I'm
Aldama,
like,
whatever?
well, because there are titles advertising children as young as 2, 4, and 7.
Yeesh.
It's
I
either a horrible, horrible fucking like reality that this area is infested with maybe victims that are now perpetrating or perpetuating the abuse. That's what I meant to say.
Mhm.
Or I don't know. This kid's being set up. I don't know. It's weird. I'm sorry. This thing is wild to me.
Ooh, I don't believe he's being set up
Okay.
well, okay. It's hard for me to believe because one, I think I don't know. Certain
Mm?
certain there's like how do I want to say? I want to say this without getting us put off YouTube.
We're already going to be put off YouTube.
Yeah,
YouTube's
no, there
already
we
mad
go.
at us.
Like I feel like there are certain like areas of interest that already kind of attract nastiness, like a certain perversion. And cheerleading has always been one of them. Like, not to like down like anyway, because like I love what like the competitive cheerleading, like amazing and stuff like that. But the behind the scenes, you hear so much about like eating disorders being promoted. You hear so much about like the creepy guys that like
Mm.
come with no kids like to the
Mhm.
competitions, and
Ew,
that's
yeah.
anywhere from the small like kids divisions all the way up to like university and stuff. So like it's a lot of stuff that like can't necessarily be controlled, but there's an element of it around. And so certain things I'm always like, I kind of believe that.
Okay.
And then one of the reasons I believe it too is because like, okay, like Monica, ain't nobody trying to win a title that damn bad to set your son up. Your son, not even like your star cheerleader. Like, what's the name of the girl that like is on the cover of every magazine holding the
Oh,
not even
yeah.
her. I
Mhm.
must say Gabby, but I don't think that's right. Like no one's even framing her. Your son, really? Like, no, I have to.
Mm.
I think somebody tipped him off. I think he got too comfortable. He told somebody, and they
Ooh.
came and got their computer, and it was on and crackalating. Or
I think
they
that
heard
actually
about it.
sounds more correct than him being set up.
I just it's hard for me to something about like people being sexual predators for minors. Like I can believe like someone setting up like an adult for that for like other adult people. Like I can believe that because
You're
there
right,
might
but
be all sorts
another
of
another, what's it called? What's it called? Perpetrator. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, I get what
yeah.
you're saying.
I feel like something with like kids being involved is always like okay, because this when kids are involved, that automatically puts it up on a federal level, right? If I'm not mistaken, I might be completely making that up, but I feel like I listened to enough true crimes
Uh,
to know that I think it
ew,
does.
yeah, I think it is federal.
Okay, I think once
Yes.
that happens, because I feel like if it's going federal, they got a case against you. Like they got some evidence that probably can't be refuted. Y'all better ask Jen Shaw because they got some things against you, baby. I don't know. I just that's a hard, him being set up as a hard sell. Now, the guy you were talking
Okay.
about at first, I remember now that you jog my memory, I do remember that.
Daniel Holtzclaw, yeah.
I can definitely see that now because
Yeah, I've literally
a
been
lot of that ain't no.
studying the case and like all of the evidence. I've read every single thing I possibly can. I've looked through evidence. Like I became
Mhm.
like a deep diver. God, it's exhausting, by the way. How do people caring that much is annoying?
Right.
But that guy, yeah. But you're right. When it comes to the son, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
Mhm.
All right, fine. Then I presented the theory. Do with it what you will.
Yes. And you know what? And if you would come here and said that he was being set up and we didn't know about Jerry too, I feel like Jerry's always in the back of my mind when I'm talking about this case.
Always.
Because I'm like,
Yeah.
ooh, pattern. I don't know. It just feels like this is all so close knit. Like this is
Ooh, what's
didn't
Monica hiding?
I know that's what why was I thinking like wasn't Jerry like particularly close to Monica too? Like I
Yes.
feel like he was always like in the
Very.
house and
Oh, no.
right. So now I'm thinking like
Oh. Ooh, I just got chills.
I know. Maybe that's another
Ick.
part. Okay, let me before I turn up missing.
Uh-oh.
Let's go.
We're
I
gonna
don't want to turn
get
up missing time. Let me.
we're gone. We're
Yeah.
screwed. Oh, no. We just hit something. Okay.
Mm,
Oh,
mm.
okay. All right. We're gonna move on. We're gonna leave you guys with
Woo.
those theories and our thoughts there. I think we
Yeah.
tapped it. I think we tapped
Yeah.
right on it.
Ooh.
Next, let's just make fun of someone.
Ooh.
Tristan Thompson is suspended for 25 games for violating a drug policy. Okay, so here's my theory because according to he tested positive for I can't pronounce it, a butamorin or whatever, but it
A
can increase
butamorphine or something like that, isn't it?
yeah, something like that, which can increase growth hormone secretions and bunch of letters and numbers, also known as something else I can't just say, but it's a selective androgen receptor modulator that mimics testosterone. And when I read that, I go, he probably thought this wouldn't show up in a drug test.
Mhm.
He's like, oh, no. Some guy was like, no, dude, it doesn't even show up. Okay. Trust me. You could, all of them are doing it. And then
God.
he's so stupid. So
And
25 games.
jeez.
That's a
I mean,
lot.
I know the seasons are long, but geez, 25, you dummy. You know
Dummy.
what? I know people like that have had to, well, didn't have to, but they elected to get on this because they like work with like trainers and all this kind of stuff. And like, some people just have so much trouble gaining weight. I've never had that problem, but some people
Oh,
like
lovely.
really, I know, really have trouble gaining weight. And so I know a guy that got on this, like got prescribed to him. He got on it and he's been like, he's gained like 15 pounds or so, I think, like just from it. So I'm wondering, like, but now I'm wondering, I'm like, what did you like? No, he definitely thought that like this wouldn't show up like a steroid or like a
Yes.
something else,
It
because
mimics
otherwise,
testosterone, so they're like, it doesn't show up at all. Nothing. We found a
right,
way to cheat the system. And he's like, God damn
shut up.
it.
Right.
You told me everyone was taking it.
You're in a sport that you can afford a private chef and a trainer. Like, there's no excuse for you to need to be on performance enhancing drugs. Like, just tell them to add a little more protein to your diet. Put one more damn chicken breast on your plate. Hit the gym a little more. You'll be okay. Like, you don't need to do all that. So you did it because you wanted to. You did
Is
it
he
'cause
a
you
good
wanted to.
player? I don't know anything about him.
Yeah, I mean,
He is okay.
he's not a marquee name. So like, you're not gonna like, he's not gonna get no Steph Curry money. He's not gonna be a LeBron or a Jason Tatum or anything like that. But like, he plays his role on the team. We'll say that much.
Okay, he plays his role on the team.
There we go.
That is the best you could get.
Yes. Mm,
He plays his role on the team. He gets the participation award.
exactly. There we go. He'll be there.
Oh, okay. So now let's go back to the Bravo getting sued and being sued and all that stuff.
Okay.
So Bravo's fighting against that Butler lawsuit, right? Now, I don't know if everyone remembers, but Phaedra's named in that lawsuit too. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I know. Hold on. Let me see if I can find where I put it. So the suit claims that Bravo and Shed Media encouraged this behavior again, claiming producers encouraged her to become drunk. This is about Brandi. Phaedra is also listed, despite not being sued. Defendants further encouraged other housewives, such as Phaedra Parks and others, to become inebriated and sexually harass others. As a result of the defendants' actions and inactions, Ms. Glanville and Phaedra Parks sexually abused and harassed Marco Vega, causing him emotional distress and other damages. Marco says that Phaedra slapped him on the butt and that Brandi ripped off his shirt. Yeah.
Oh dear.
It's the part two. I forget. I always remember. Brandi goes, "Earn your money, Marco. Take your shirt off. Do something."
Yeah.
That was the part. It's like, you just, what the fuck are you doing?
That's what's wild too, because why would they air that? Like, they could have,
Good
someone
point.
had to have like watched this and been like, so if you're gonna put out a
one
TV show,
person.
not one person, no, a paralegal, get Meghan Markle on the case. She was on Suits for years. Like, get Olivia Pope, get somebody to watch the episodes before they air and say that right there, right? That might be a lawsuit. That might be a lawsuit waiting to happen. She kind of, I don't know if you know, but she kind of snatched his shirt open. He took the buttons and he said no, and she did it
He
anyway.
went, no.
Might be a little bit of harassment there. So
if the genders were reversed,
exactly.
done.
Could you imagine? We finally. Oh, this is so bad. So bad.
No.
I don't know why. For some reason, when you said the genders are reversed, I immediately pictured like the Jersey Housewives, like doing this to like some woman, like out on a night. Can you imagine?
Oh my God.
We'd finally get Joe Gorga.
Big Frank, like Frank
exactly.
Senior. Oh yeah.
Because I can picture Joe Gorga like getting drunk and like being way too handsy, like he always is, and it's like,
oh, totally.
Ooh.
So Bravo, this is their response. Plaintiff's vague allegation that he told producers that he was being sexually harassed by Glanville lacks any specificity, including when he allegedly made this statement, to whom and how they responded. In addition, the showrunner, John Paparazzo, and one of the executive producers of the season said, this is so bad. I was present and observed the cast for the entirety of the burlesque show event and dinner that evening, including the portion of the evening when plaintiff danced with various cast members. Based on my observations that evening, plaintiffs seemed to be having a good time, laughing and participating during the event. So bad. They've moved. This is their motion to dismiss the case, and that's what they said in it.
Do I need to take over for NBC and like, do I need to
He
be
liked
president for a while?
it.
Like,
He loved it. He was asking for it. Oh my God, you guys.
what kind of statement is this? Who is behind this keyboard? Like, I picture, like when you like search for like dog memes or something, like you see like the dog typing on the computer with the glasses. I feel like this is like who wrote this memo? Like who? Okay,
What
I
are
don't
you
know.
doing? I
The whole
know.
legal
So
department just
bad.
needs to go. Sorry, everybody in legal's got to get out of here. Everybody,
Like,
to
you
bottom.
guys don't say that. He
No,
liked it. He was having a good time. He was laughing. Oh my God. Jeez,
let
you
me write the
guys.
memos. Good God,
Let me write the memos.
goodness.
I know. So bad. So bad. Let me go to the chat and see what you don't say it, Kendrick. Marion, I don't know if that was stupid. That's a funny. My face hurts.
I have to
That
stop
is
myself
hilarious.
a lot. I'm like, oh.
Oh God. Okay. Did I miss anything in regards to Joe Bradley and Danielle? Oh, I wasn't even going to talk about that, but I guess I could talk about that real quick. Yeah, Joe Bradley
Okay.
basically released a statement, not released a statement, but when asked about his relationship with Danielle, he's like, it moved really fast. And I think now we're just kind of chill. Meaning, like, I don't like her anymore.
I keep up with the Summer House people through social media. He's a Southern hospitality-er, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't watch that show.
And then Luann, I don't partake in a lot of stuff now, but he's the one that said something. I don't know. I found this statement kind of wild because he says something like, she's like really settled in her career and she has some business, and I'm just getting started, hoping to make a real, what do you say, an impact in the food and beverage industry, like something wild like that. I was like, you're on that show with Level, right? Like, what is he implying that he wants to do here? I don't
Bullshit.
know.
I'm like, you want to be a reality TV
Exactly.
star, dude? Be quiet.
Exactly. Like, shut
Yeah.
up. Do you think he
Yeah.
slept with Luann?
No, although Luann would. Luann, I'm sorry. I don't know what poison she drank to look this like young forever, but she looks incredible. And that bitch has lived a hard life. She has drank. She has definitely done coke. She has partied her face off, and she still looks good. So there's some hope there, people.
Some things. I'm just
Okay. I don't know if you're going to care about this topic, but I got on this topic because it was like a TMZ notification, and I like kind of went down a rabbit hole.
They break most of my news to me, so I probably
yes,
know.
I have I have it like on a setting to notify like when new ones come in. So that's my news. Do you know anything about Cher and her son Elijah and the conservatorship or any of that?
I only know about the young boy she was dating. This is something entirely different. So yes, tell me all about it.
Okay. So I didn't realize, I remember seeing that she was petitioning to have her son put into a conservatorship and make her the conservator. But there is like drama in this situation. So Elijah, he doesn't want his mom. He now has come out and said, I don't want this conservatorship and I don't want my mom to be the conservator either, because he claims he's sober now. He's paying his bills. He's had a whole history of drug abuse. That's been the issue. And he's been making payments, but his wife, Elijah's wife, they call her Queen. Her name's like Marie Angela, something like that. Queen King is her music name. She's the lead singer of a band. They were married for 10 years, but okay. So her and Cher do not get along.
Oh,
so
they're still married, like currently married?
Okay. I'll take us through the timeline of events because it's very messy. So November 2021, Elijah files for a divorce from his wife.
From King Queen.
From Queen King. Yes.
Queen King. Okay.
Queen King, November 2022, a year later, Elijah and Queen, they spent, quote, nearly 2 weeks at a hotel in New York City to work on their marriage. Now, to me, that kind of sounded like they were holed up doing drugs. Like, I was like, okay, a guy with a history of drug abuse. I don't know. It just didn't sound great to me, but
I feel like
I don't know.
Be somewhere, a hotel much cheaper too, because you're not getting any kind of rates in New York. But anyway,
any kind of rates.
That's just me in the hospitality industry. Let me
the fact that you went there.
Just saying, go to the Midwest or something. I don't know.
Okay, so allegedly this happened. Cher vehemently has denied this. King says in documents that on the night of their anniversary in November of 2022, 4 men came to our hotel and removed Elijah, from our room. She said at the time she filed, I'm currently unaware of my husband's well-being or whereabouts. I'm very concerned and worried about him. I was told by one of the 4 men who took him that they were hired by his mother. Cher. Okay, so after he went to this place, he was taken to treatment and he was not allowed to speak to his wife. But
she got them to take him to rehab.
So she got so allegedly where they took him to somewhere in Mexico, in Rosarito, Mexico, and she was unable. Yeah, he was she calls it held captive. He was held captive there for 2 months until Mexican federal agents escorted him out and dropped him off at the border.
Not the federales. Oh, you know you're lying.
But according to the other filings or whatever the hell, it was that he went from there to a rehab. Now I'm like, so wait, did they take him out of this? But this is what she says. She's like, I've always been a champion for the sober community and for his sobriety. What I am not okay with are establishments that exclude me, his wife, from being part of his treatment and recovery. And I am not okay with pop-up, makeshift, unethical scam rehabs, which take full advantage of families in desperate situations and seek to fraudulently exploit insurance companies for services not rendered. Okay. Yeah, okay.
Oh, that's right.
But she describes the setting as at one point he had to sleep in a locked cage with 6 other people. Like this place, I don't know if it was one of those things where Cher sent him to a place she thought was going to be good, like with like alternative medicine, and it ended up being like this.
I thought you were about to reference another people we know that sent somebody somewhere, but I won't.
I thought that's what I was going to say actually first.
Okay, because you said, and I was like,
and I stopped. I was like, nope, we're not going to say that. I don't want to go there right now.
Yep.
So this all happened allegedly in 2022. Okay, this all happened in 2022. Well, now it's 2024, right? And I think it was in 2023 that after rehab, that's when Cher said he needs to be in a conservatorship and I need to be the conservator. So looking through the filing, I'm like, who's right, who's wrong? The main objective of the ex-wife was to get financial assistance. So then I'm wondering, are you just hoping, because so he has money that comes to him from his father's trust. His father was a famous musician. So he gets money and Cher's basically saying he cannot. It's like Britney. He can't handle getting all this money. He's just going to waste it on drugs.
Was it Sonny?
Need to be in. Huh?
Was Sonny?
No, not Sonny. Michael Ullman.
Oh, okay. Oh, that makes sense. Okay, that's not his last name. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, she's saying that he can't handle the money. He can't handle money. He's going to just basically be spending it all on drugs. But I'm also wondering if she's like, and we're not going to give his wife any money either, or she's going to get like a limited amount of money. But she's claiming that she hasn't had any access to any spousal support, nothing. And allegedly, there's like stuff that she still has in the home that they won't let her into. She can't retrieve all of her belongings. Yeah. What? Ask. Go ahead.
How old are they? King and Child, Elijah and Queen.
I don't know. I don't have that data. Some 40s.
I was about to say maybe 40s and 50s or
40s,
something.
Yeah, 40s, something like that. 40s, something like that. And but now Elijah, like currently, as of just a few days ago, has come forward and said, my mom is not to be my conservator. I'm fine. I've been making payments. I'm sober since October. I'm good. And of course, his wife is like, yeah, we don't need Cher. So I don't know. He's not like, he's been having to submit drug tests and stuff. So he is sober. Like they've verified that he is sober. Cher just like this monster mother?
Maybe. Listen, I'm here to tell y'all something about that son mother relationship. It can go, if we've seen it almost in every celebrity like pairing, their relationship sometimes can be a booger. Like mothers can let go of a lot of kids, but sometimes I wonder where he falls. Like, is he her only son, or is there other
No,
kids?
she's
Or
got Chaz Bono.
yeah,
Yeah.
Cher,
So it's Chaz
I
and
ain't
it's
seen Chaz
Elijah.
since what reality show was that?
I know,
No,
right?
not
What was
Surreal
that?
Life, maybe.
Yeah, something like that. But
Yeah,
I remember,
yeah.
yeah. Uh-huh.
That was a long time ago. Okay.
Mhm.
Anyway, something about mothers and those sons sometime is hard. It's I don't it's weird. Like I see it all, like I always think like Blueface and his mom. We finally got him in jail, thank God,
Mm.
but his mom is like the worst person on the planet. You see all every time in reality TV, especially like if there's money involved, then it really gets nasty sometimes. So if they told me that, I could believe it.
Yeah, like, so this whole time she's been like, Elijah's been having drug problems. The wife claims she's never herself had a drug problem and she's never, quote, enabled him with the drug problem. I'm like, okay, that is hard to believe, but
Yeah.
fine. Okay. But that is
Mm.
also kind of hard to believe. Like,
Mhm.
that's a lot to that, you know what I mean? That's a lot. So was Cher really just like, let's pretend Cher's the good one. Okay. So in that case, she finds out that that her son and his was soon to be ex-wife are now trying to reconcile, and they've been in the same hotel for 2 weeks.
Mhm.
And she's like, he's doing drugs. So she sends those 4 men in to get him. But it's like, what if he was at like a lovely place? What if he was at
Right.
and now she's like, it was this whole prison that he couldn't get out of, or whatever the hell. And
Yeesh.
and then she's filing stuff because she's saying, I don't have any money coming in. I can't afford prescription medication, her words. So was she
Child.
doing all this for money? Is she brainwashing the son to think that Cher's a bad guy? Or is Cher fucking diabolical like that? And she's like, he is not, that is not his wife. I refuse to allow it. And like had him kidnapped and brought to
Ooh.
like either or. It's that I had no idea this was happening with Cher.
Child, this a lot.
Right?
They deep over there. I don't know, sure. I'm
I
gonna stay
had
over here
no
to the rivers and lakes I'm
idea.
used to. I don't know about this. Oh no. Oh,
Elijah is
Cher.
47 and Queen King is 36.
Oh,
Cher is
oh,
worth $375 million.
good
Oh, wait.
jeez.
Okay. Susan says she thinks that Cher is looking out for her kid. Greg
Okay.
Allman's. Thank you, Greg Allman. Thank you, Irene. Greg Allman is the dad, Mike, not Michael.
Oh, okay.
But okay, I'm not sure she talks to Chaz anymore. Yeah, good. I think actually that's a good question. I can't remember if
Ooh.
they're on good terms or not. But yeah, okay. So people are saying that they're thinking Cher is actually looking out for
There's probably a whole lot,
her
because
son.
especially since we know most of this story from Queen's vantage
Uh-huh.
point, then
Yeah,
that might be skewing it a lot. So maybe
yeah. So, but
maybe.
then that really worries me, because then the wife is like, you don't need your mom to be a conservator. Here's my other favorite part, though. One of the part of the filing of the reasons why they don't think Cher should be the conservator is because this is according to Queen. She claims Cher doesn't drive, doesn't make her own food, or dress herself. And she calls her manic depressive. I'm like, what?
Oh,
Yeah. So maybe is Queen just the total nightmare? Like, either
is she the
way,
problem?
is she the drama?
I think so.
So yeah, okay. So if we're team Cher on this, I'm gonna side with Cher until otherwise. Okay. So I would prefer to side with Cher. That
Let's
is a
do
much
that.
more comfortable place for me to be because I love
Yes,
her.
let's do that.
Okay.
Let's do that. I
So
love
we
that.
are team Cher. We are anti Queen King. We hope that Elijah can be I hope the conservatorship actually goes through then, because that's the only thing is if Cher's in control of Elijah's money, like the trust he gets,
Mhm.
then I'm sure she's not going to be forking over the money that maybe Queen King has been used to getting, or like stealing. I don't know.
Right.
Who
There
knows?
I don't know. How much was okay? I'm trying to look up this man because I feel like
Trying to
it's
look up
embarrassing
this
to say
man.
because right, I'm like, I don't know who Greg
Greg Allman from the Allman Brothers.
I don't even know what to do. Okay.
Y'all, you don't know that?
I'm pretty black. I'm sorry. Let me
I was gonna say it's very white. It's very white.
He did die. Okay. Let me see his net worth. I'm so damn nosy. Okay, let me see. How much did he have? Okay.
It says here what the son Elijah gets. Let's see what it said. It was only like 120,000. Yeah, 100. He makes 120,000 a year.
Oh, okay.
From the dad.
Oh, that's a nice
which isn't too much. It's not like we're getting a million, but still.
Right. I mean, that's a good paying job that people can attain. That's so that okay. I'd be okay. I'm okay. You know what? I've ruled on the case. Tap tap. I am okay with Elijah spending his little money. Go spend your money. Get Queen King some money for groceries because she her medicine, and then you keep the rest. There you go.
Her medicine.
You'll be all right. There we go.
This is amazing.
So we got to worry about that no more.
Okay. That's done for my agenda. I wanted to give you guys a couple minutes to like throw a question at us, and we can do like a Q&A, if you will. Right before I got on here, I went to put on this necklace, and it's the little tiny string, or the gold chain is tangled.
Oh.
And it's like, I'll never get it.
I was about to say, you'll never get that on.
It's making me crazy.
I didn't want to be negative and put it out there, but I was like,
especially with my nails. I'm fucked. Who is Natalie Nunn fighting this week? Marion says.
Oh, child. Okay. Some of everybody, but right now they're okay. Let's talk about this. Okay. So right now, Zeus just announced, I think we might have talked about it last week, but Nene is hosting the Baddies reunion. Y'all know I'm a faithful Baddies watcher. I watch every Sunday. Yes, I'm ashamed. Yes, I'm gonna keep watching. But now I recorded with Taria recently, and I told her, I said, in my mind at least, Zeus somehow is like they're giving out like checks. Like the people over there are cashing like checks.
Who sent them some money?
Oh, but and you know what? Like people, I feel like Zeus is like the biggest sleeper hit that like people want.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
It was. I know it was like number one on like the download streamer like platforms for a while. Like people were downloading the hell out of Zeus because of those shows, Baddies, Jocelyn's Cabaret, Bad Boy, like all these shows.
Jocelyn's Cabaret.
And oh my god, I needed to come back. It is the most ridiculous ass show, but I love it so much. But now we just found out that she's one of the guest judges for the next season, which is going to be they in between seasons they always hold like the auditions, so we see some of the baddies that might appear on the new season. She's going to be one of the hosts. It's going to be Baddies Caribbean. So now Nene is attached to that too. And I told Taria, I said, Taria, they're handing out checks at Zeus, but this is Nene Leakes. In my mind, the only way they could have got her is if they signed her for multiple things. So I was thinking like all these little pop-ups. I was thinking hosting, the like that guest spot stuff. And then at some point, I don't know what angle they're gonna come in. I don't know if they're gonna like pair her up with Tiffany Pollard, New York, or what they're gonna do, but I think she's gonna wind up with her own show on Zeus too. Because I think she's sick of waiting around for Bravo to come to her senses. She's just like, I'm just gonna move on. Zeus is handing out checks like it's nothing. So I think we're gonna be seeing a lot more Nene on Zeus.
That would be a very smart move for Zeus, because all the Bravo people who miss Nene are going over there. Like you're gonna pull in a new audience if you do that.
Because we watched we all loved the season of College Hill that she was on. That was good. She pops up on random stuff, and it's always a good time. So bring Nene on, but Nene got to be careful because they tussle on Zeus now. Nene, protect yourself. They tussle over there, girl. Like they fight for you. You think Portia's something? Nah, baby, they fights for real over there. So be careful. Be careful. All right, now be careful.
Okay, let's do one last one. What housewives / Bravo celebrities do you want on the next season of Traitors?
Dr. Heavenly, obviously. let me go through the shows. I'm trying to think. I want Kenya Moore and Dr. Heavenly for sure. That'll please me.
Would you want Kenya to be a traitor?
I actually would want Kenya to be a faithful.
Me too.
Yeah, I would. You know
Me
what?
too.
I want Candy on there too, and I think Candy would make a great traitor because I don't think
Candy should be a traitor.
Right? She would play the game so smart, so competitive, and that's the one there. I think her and who else?
Candy definitely needs to be on the neck because she's so competitive. You're right. Like we need that element. I love when Candy gets competitive. It's my favorite Candy. She gets like blinded by it, and just she's so funny. Okay, who else do we want?
I love it. What other shows are there? I don't need it. I'm sorry, I don't need any Summer House people. Keep them where they are. Just keep it to Housewives and our, Married to Medicine. Those girls. That's all I need.
I would like to see Teresa just because I think she'd be funny to watch.
She'd literally be the next season. Sheree. Sheree don't know what the hell is going on.
And then Sheree gets mad at everyone else as if she's not a part of it.
Every vote I voted for John. I don't know why, but I voted for John. Then she's like, now I'm pissed. Why didn't y'all get it right? It's like, girl. Like, who are you? What are you doing?
You're not contributing enough to fix it. So shut up. Shut up, Sheree. So yeah, Teresa would be funny to see on there.
I'm gonna pick from all the worlds. Actually, this is a fun question for me. Because I watch Big Brother, so I would want maybe somebody from like the Cookout. No, I want another like Big Brother staple, like maybe Devon. Davon was good. Or like
I like Davon. I like that one. That's a good one.
Brittany or Taylor. Devon, Brittany or Taylor from Big Brother. They'd all be good. I'd want to see any of them on there. I don't watch Survivor though. That's the only like
I don't either. I don't watch Survivor.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if there's any other challengers that would be fun to see on there. I think Devin is an obvious choice for Traitors. Yeah, because he's such a little snaky guy.
There's a guy he overlaps. I think he started on Big Brother because I watched his season. Josh, yes. Actually, I hated him on his season, but he's grown on me over the years, and now I like him. So I think he might be fun. Yeah, I think he'd be fun. What about you're into the world of Love Island now. Would you want any more Love Islanders on there? Like either USA, UK, anything?
Who? Mora. Ooh, Moira. Yeah. Is it Myra? Moira? Moira. Gotta get it all in there. Gotta get it all in there. Cam from the challenge would be good. Someone said. Cam would be, and so would Leroy. I would like to have them be there as a couple. That'd be cute. That is fun.
I know Leroy.
Oh my God, Leroy's the best. Ooh, also, what's his face? Oh God, what's his name? The one that everybody loves. He's a veteran black guy, very attractive.
Darnell. See, that's it's so crazy to me that like people from like I was in like middle school and high school are still doing these shows. I'm like, how old were y'all when this started? Like I would be so tired. Like no, but love that for them because I mean, get that.
What about like Katie Maloney?
Oh, okay. I'm okay with a Vanderpump or two.
Yeah, that she'd be kind of just interesting. She might be boring, but she could also be interesting. I don't know. Craig Conover, someone said. Craig Conover, 100%. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, he's, yep.
What?
So curious. He would be really good because he loves observing people, so he'd be really good.
Okay.
What were you going to say?
I was going to say, I hate this person, but I feel like he'd fill in for like the role that Kevin plays, just dumb and there. Tom, if we wanted Vanderpump people, Tom Schwartz would be a good Kevin. Dumb. I know I hate him, but he'd be dumb. We can see him get voted off though, because he's dumb.
He likes getting voted off. He could be like, "Oh, guys, shucks."
You know what? He was enjoyable to. I hate him on Vanderpump because he's so. I hate everything about him, but he was enjoyable to me on Stars on Mars. But simply because he had Portia there to like make him funny, so that was it. Otherwise, there's no redeemable qualities in him. So
no, but we do need to. I really liked
put Portia on there.
Portia was amazing on Stars on Mars. I didn't even finish it, but she was everything. She was vital. Marshawn Lynch. He needs to be on every show. Need him on every show, at least once. Yes. At least one time, for sure.
Am I the only one that feels like it's not a reality like competition show if Lamar Odom doesn't pop up at some point?
Okay, there we go. That's a good point.
I
That's a
feel like
good
he
point.
pops up on everything. So like
Tiffany
you just throw him in
Pollard.
there. Tiffany Pollard, of course, Queen.
Oh my
Yes.
God. This is
Tanisha
fun.
Thomas. Just put let us cast it. Just put everybody on there.
this is too easy. This is way too fun.
I love this.
All right.
Can I pose a question to you and everybody that's watching?
Ooh, yes.
I'm not like I'm obsessed with it, so I'm gonna go back and watch some other stuff. But like, I feel like the reason I'm enjoying this season specifically so much is because it's all like all stars, like all reality people, and I love them all. Do people that watch like the first season and other like countries and stuff, do you prefer like this format where it's all people we know, or do you like it where half the cast is strangers and half the cast is celebrity? What do you prefer more?
See, that's so tough because part of me wants it to come back to, I want it to open up to friends of mine. Like I think you, I
Okay.
think Donnie, I think there's people that
I would
are
love to see
in
Donnie
real
on
life
there.
that could be so good on it. And so if they continue with this format, then that doesn't get to happen.
Mhm.
So I don't know because I know too many people that are like real friends that would be so good on this show. Like Pia, I'd love to
Mhm.
see Pia on it. So, like stuff like that.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I just for that reason, I wish they would switch it back just to give those people an opportunity. However, they have to be very careful with who they cast because, like last season, Andy was just having mental breakdowns left and right.
But
So
even this season, we had Deontay who was not handling it well either.
Deontay
So
could not. Deontay had
he
to
had to
leave.
get out
He
of there.
left.
Yeah.
He's like, I quit. Okay, I don't like it at all.
Right.
But it's also just makes more sense not to do any regular people. It just also makes sense to have it just be all celebs. So like
I kind of love it.
maybe just do another Traitors that's all regular people so that you can do that, you know?
Yeah, another franchise. Just make this like
Make this like the
like
Big
Celebrity Big
Brother.
Brothers.
See?
Look at us. See? Mhm.
That's it right
Same
there.
page. There we go. There we go.
Yeah.
There we
Well,
go.
okay, guys, that wraps us up for this week's weekly recap. Kendrick, tell the people where they can find you, follow you.
You can find me anywhere you listen to podcasts: Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeart, all the places. I promise the rebrand is coming. It's coming very
It's
soon.
coming.
I detoured because Emily, we talked and she made a suggestion to me that I followed up on, and it's paying off. So I love the suggestion. Rebrand is coming, but right now you can find me. It's called Reality and Comics 2, or you can search my name, Kendrick Tucker. Find me everywhere. I just like to talk about the shows, and I'm talking about the Traitors every week. So come join me.
Thank you guys. Love you guys in the chat. Thank you so much. Sorry I didn't interact as much, but I appreciate you all every week for showing up and tell your friends about it. Share this. Love ya. Mean it. Bye.